this nice, hot, summery day. On behalf of Delaware County Council, I welcome all of you to Delaware County's historic waterfront on the banks of the mighty Delaware River. Today's unveiling of the Heritage Sign and Trainer marks the completion of a project undertaken by our planning department. And we have several members of our planning department here today. Raise your hand because you guys get the thanks. The goal is to spotlight the vitality and viability of our riverfront corridor, using the Heritage Sign and Trainer Borough to announce the entire project of 12 signs that went along the whole river here. The signs here today detail the refinery history, and it is placed on the property of Monroe Energy, a refinery that is successful today and poised for success in the future. Like the Delaware River, this refinery just keeps rolling along. One of the goals of the Industrial Heritage Corridor Sign Project is to promote the Delaware River Corridor to residents, to visitors, to students, and to businesses. Before I explain the program, I'd like to introduce members of the council. John McLean, Colin Monroe, and Vice Chairman Mario Severe. We're joined by Trainer Mayor Fran Gillespie and Jeff Wortman, the big boss of Monroe, who's with us today. Because these heritage signs are posted in the riverfront communities of Marcus Hook, Trainer, Chester, Eddystone, Ridley, and Tinicum, I welcome all the members of the different towns. We have the mayor from Chester. We have members of Marcus Hook Borough here with us today. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. The Signage Project is an example of the wonderful partnerships that we have with our municipalities. The leaders in these communities are at the grassroots level of efforts to sustain and attract businesses to this waterfront. We all know the importance of the Delaware River to our commerce, our history, and our quality of life. The Delaware River is the main transportation hub. For centuries, the Delaware River has attracted industry to our region. Because of the significance of the Delaware Riverfront Corridor, our planning department is continuously working on ways to enhance the economic viability and quality of life through landscaping, greenway, bikeway planning, and signage. The planning department secured a federal grant that came through the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection's Coastal Resource Management Program. They used the grant to identify topics, research each topic, design and manufacture the signs, and secure the sites. Each municipality installed their signs themselves. The first signs were installed last fall, and the rest were installed this spring. Each sign contains fascinating information about the different aspects of the history along our riverfront. In Marcus Hook, you can learn about the old Market Square in the 1700s and the large stone piers put on the river to break up chunks of ice to protect the ships. In Chester, you'll learn that one of the first sugar-coated breakfast cereals called Ranger Joe was produced. Dave still eats that, I think. Another sign highlights Chester's contributions to the American music scene, featuring stars like Ethel Waters and Bill Haley. There are 3 signs in Tinicum Township. One tells about the Lazaretto Quarantine Station, which is Delaware County's version of Ellis Island. The sign here in Trainer tells the history of refining along the Delaware, starting with Bear Creek Refinery Company, built in 1892. Generations of residents will recognize the names since then: Sinclair, British Petroleum, Phillips, ConocoPhillips, and now Monroe. We invite residents, students, history buffs, and business leaders to visit these signs. They beautify and educate, all at the same time. They show what we have inherited from our past, what we are maintaining in the present, and they preserve our history for the future. I'd now like to introduce the mayor of Trainer, Fran Gillespie, and thank her for being here today and say a few words. Fran?
Thank everyone involved with this project. Trainer is only 1 square mile, but we have a lot of history, and I'm glad we are finally recognized. The Good Neighbor policy has been open to all the refineries in the borough. Monroe Energy has gone beyond this. We are glad they moved into the borough and continues to remain good neighbors. Thank you.
Thank you, Fran. The next person I'd like to introduce has been a great partner to Delaware County, to Trainer, to Marcus Hook, to everyone along the river. Monroe CEO and President Jeff Worman. He's going to say a few words. He is here with 3 members of the USW: Fred Chazin, Jonas Dauber, and Jerry Dugan. County Council is pleased and grateful that Delta Airlines decided to open its own refinery to produce jet fuel in Trainer. Their move here saved many jobs in our community, and we are thrilled to see Monroe Energy in full production across the street. Delta has the largest non-military jet fuel demand in the world. Jeff comes to our area with 30 years of oil refinery experience, and we are pleased to have him join us to our Delaware County family. Jeff, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much for everybody coming out here. You know, I have to remind my Texan friends all the time that oil was really first discovered here in refining, which is these refineries here were some of the first in the country, contrary to their egos and all the production down there. And we're just humbled and proud to be part of the long history of this refinery, of the area, Delaware County. I want to thank the County Council. I want to thank the mayor of Trainer, as well as all of the Marcus Hook Council that's here. They've done wonderful things in supporting us, bringing us here, making sure that we have the workforce, we have the permits, we have the facilities to continue such a wonderful operation. Delta thanks you. Monroe thanks you. We really appreciate being a part of this community with all the wonderful people that support here. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone for being here today. If there's any questions, we'll be more than happy to take them. If we don't have the answer, our planning department will definitely have the answer for you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming.